What's something your parents don't know about you? It not actually an online game. I can pause it. I still have cancer. My mom thinks I'm cured. She has Alzheimer's, so we're not correcting her. That I'm married. That I have a tattoo. It's been 4.5 years and they have never seen it. First time I saw a naked woman, I was with my grandpa. He showed me the photos. Edit. I feel like I need to tell my parents now, because this thread is awesome. I'm glad my grandfather is dead. He was abusive, but I don't think my parents realized the extent of it. How I constantly worry about them dying. That I know they were aware of the abuse my sister endured by a family member, and did nothing. One day, when my sister is in a better place, I will tell them how selfish they are, and how disappointed I am in them. Then I will cut them out of my life. I can't forgive that, ever. Edit. I have to get ready for work, but I just wanted to say a few things first. I'll go through and try to respond this evening. To all of you who have suffered abuse, you didn't deserve it, and someone should have fought for you. The strength you have to be standing here today amazes me, and I wish you all the safety and happiness in the world. For everyone asking why I didn't do anything about it, when it was going on, I'm 5 years younger, and we were children. I think I knew something was wrong, but at 6 years old I didn't really understand. On top of that, my sister actively tried to keep me safe and away from it. She's been protecting me for so long, and I feel that I owe it to her to protect her now. For those asking why don't I tell them now, it's at her request. Both of us are adults and are living on our own. However, she's still working hard to feel safe and stable. Additionally, this is the first time in our lives we have a family that mostly gets along, and she wants to keep that for now. My sister knows how I feel, and she calls me for help when she needs it. That tells me she really trusts me. I'm not going to go against her wishes, no matter how badly I want to. Lastly, thank you for kind words about me being a good brother. I'm actually a woman, but I appreciate it all the same. You almost got me, Mom. Nice try. I'm a teen and they're somewhat strict. They don't let me have my phone after 10 o'clock at night. So I found my mom's old phone, reset it, set it up with my ID, so that it would forward text messages from my normal phone to it, and I keep it in my room. Edit. Back when I had the Apple restrictions on my phone, I also found a way to disable those. Everything. They never took the time to get to know me. I just bought some spicy mustard, haven't told them yet. My dad always comments on how confident and chill I seem. I'm usually experiencing a lot of anxiety, mostly about money and my future. Hard to let those feelings show though. Edit. It's great a feeling to see that there are so many other people out there who experience this same feeling. My car got towed today, right after finding a new apartment. Still don't know if I should be happy or sad. That my first hospitalization for suicidal ideation was actually an attempt. It would break my mom's heart. My mom doesn't know that the mental/emotion abuse she inflicted on me as a child almost made me kill myself at 13/14. She is a very big denier of these actions and manipulations during my childhood, but I've gone through therapy and have made my peace. We have a decent relationship now, but it will never be what I have with my father. He's the reason I stayed on this earth, and even then I don't even think he realizes that he literally saved my life when I asked him to fight for my custody at 15. I think he knows to some extent, but I don't want to ever ask if he knew. BC, I know how painful it is for him. He already struggles with the fact that he didn't fight for me when they split. I was 3. He chose to let me decide for myself, and didn't want me to resent him for taking me away from her without my own decision. I hit my breaking point, and he jumped into action with a lawyer, and saved my life. I try my hardest to reassure him that he was trying his best, and regardless, I still turned out okay. But I know he still beats himself up over it. Edit // this blew up more than I could have ever imagined. I had a rough day, but made it through like half of your guys' replies. I will continue on tomorrow. BC. It touched my heart to have such a response. Sorry to see a lot of us in the same boat though. / DMS always open for friendships, or even just someone to listen if needed. We gotta stick together. That I share a bed, and more, with my roommate. I am terrified of them. I watched all 8 seasons of GOT without my parents knowing. My mom would never let me watch it, but I told my dad after I was done, and we talk about it all the time, when she's not around. That I've been very close to suicide a number of times. How much homework, work, self-discovery, cocaine, writing, reading, and studying I do. I've been married for 6 years. My husband and I have been together almost 40 years, but we were crazy kids who didn't need a piece of paper to prove our love. After a health scare, my husband's sister made a comment that implied she had a closer legal relationship than I did. It was offhand, but it made us think. We already had wills, medical power of attorney, etc., paperwork done, but we decided to get married just to make it more cut and dry. Only a few people know we're married. Our kids and a couple of close friends. And now some people on Reddit. My parents don't know that one of their Halloween decorations was F-ed by a deer one night, and they think it was the wind. But I saw it all from my widow. They fixed it, and still use it to this day. Edit. 1 To answer every one question, it was a male Bambi big horns, and he one of those plastic Grim Reapers, so I guess you could say it over death. Edit 2 Thanks for my first gold and silver. My dad knows nothing about me from the last 20 years. Maybe when he gets back with the cigarettes I can tell him all about me. The addiction. The drugs I've done. I'm on Reddit. That I am an intelligent, functional adult who can, in fact, handle my own without their interference. And if that does not change soon, my address. Edit for some clarification. When I said adult, I am old enough that I have my own kinds who are in college. I have been fighting these over-controlling pricks for decades. I'm an alcoholic. I'm not straight. They're not homophobic or anything. I'm still just trying to figure myself more out first. I think I'm bi, but like I want to know for sure before I say stuff with it, you know? That they didn't provide me with nearly enough emotional connection growing up. Sure, I was provided for, but I was never really connected with on an emotional level. I wish they knew how much that affects me. I keep all relationships with men under wraps around them. Am female. But ever since my last relationship ended so badly and caused a lot of emotional distress, severe depression, alcoholism, etc., anytime anything new comes along, I just avoid it so I don't get their hopes up. Nothing's worked out so far, so rather have them believe I don't want a relationship than try and constantly fail. Pretty much everything. Haven't spoken to them in 8.5 years. I have testicular cancer. They accused me of coming home strung out. I was actually sexually assaulted and just looked like that. I failed out of college and have been pretending to go to classes. That I'm and my best friend is actually my boyfriend. At least they really like him too, so yeah. I made a Reddit account to show off my. I'm on antidepressants. Also a lot of the issues that lead up to me going on them. Also, for the record, medication has been an absolute game changer for me, and I have no qualms about it. I just know that my parents aren't really interested in any part of my personal narrative other than me being a successful, fulfilled adult. My parents don't know that I've awakened to the fact that we are in a cult, and that they are blind devotees. I wanted to leave, but I don't want them to disown me. They are lovely people, but they have devoted themselves to this stupid cult, that they turn into monsters whenever someone criticizes the religion. They think I'm fortunate, because I was born saved into this stupid cult, but in reality, they're being controlled by the cult's narcissist leader, and siphons their money twice a week. I was raped nearly 10 years ago. I have PTSD, but told them it's just a panic disorder. There's a running joke in our family about how I'm so jumpy. They don't know it's a startle response. Some things, a parent just doesn't need to hear about their child. I'm 13 and my parents are super strict about online communication. Any social media is unacceptable. She doesn't even allow Xbox voice chat with strangers, and there was a time when I couldn't watch YouTube. What she doesn't know is self-explanatory from this post, I suppose. Edit. Guys, I don't hate my parents. That I regularly search the obituaries for their names. I don't want to have anything to do with them, but I'd like to know when they are dead. That I open-mouth kissed a horse once. I've just finished writing a pilot for a TV show based on a short story I wrote, and I'm currently working on a movie script based on the band I had in high school. Even though I have a degree in creative writing, I never really studied this type of writing, so I just learned by reading a book and bunch of screenplays. I kind of want to see if I can make anything happen out of this, but I'm avoiding telling my parents for the time being. I know them, and if I tell them, it'll be non-stop asking about it, and I'd rather not have that added stress right now. That I'm literally addicted to buying Skittles for my GF. Edit. OMG, thanks for the UPVJK, but go find someone you guys love, and shower them with love. That I miss them. A lot. I know about their tape. Edit. I'm not giving it out. Please, cease.